Boys, here we go. Game one of a huge series for the Charlotte Phoenix, trying to maybe play their way into the North American Major. It's got to start with a berth in the top 8. Andy, around the corner. Urgency is there as they're on the attacking foot early, but that whiff from Delta is going to finally open the window for Rogue, and they fend off this early attack out of Charlotte.
Something about going into this one, looking at Charlotte Phoenix and how they play, seems like they are ready for this. As it's been solid, but almost a chance for Taroko. Beastabonium jumping on top of him to make sure he does not get a dodge off. That was crucial in stopping that Rogue drive. Could have ended up being the first goal.
Thrown way downfield for Taroko to give chase to, and Beastabonium all over it. You know that the defense from Charlotte Phoenix is probably going to hold up against Rogue. They have been solid defensively all throughout this tournament. The only question is, can the offense still keep up with them? Because you know Rogue are going to get theirs.
Andy, long bomb downfield. And again, making sure to stay on top of that ball. Bringing in some offense from Charlotte as they have outshot Rogue in the opening minute and a half, 2-0. As that chance two in front, Andy trying to launch that one down in front. Delta tries to get a piece of it, but a good save from Taroko. Defense tested for Rogue early, and the counterattacks have been cut off pretty easily in the midfield as well.
Andy has Delta waiting in the mid and avoided a demolition. Might have had a look at that ball, but maybe the threat of all that traffic threw off his shot attempt. Andy somehow got to this too. And Charlotte is still making their way downfield, a little slower than usual. But slow and steady may win the race as this is popped straight up. Beastabonium's got to retreat for boost, and that should be Rogue ball. But instead, it ends up back with Beastabonium and the Phoenix. Andy just ahead of Turinturo. Delta's way at the back, though, and after Beastabonium didn't get the demo, you'd think that that was it for the attack, but there's no urgency for Rogue out of the defensive end at all. They're just kind of letting Charlotte get their looks.
Yeah, and also they just haven't necessarily been able to hold on to possession. Even that clear out, you think, okay, Rogue transition, but instead it's being used for Rogue to reset, try to figure out where the boost is and then work with that. Charlotte Phoenix doing a great job of meeting Rogue as a lot of that energy being put in the midfield for Charlotte, and that extra effort from everybody, from Andy to Beast. This has been quite the opening here in game one, but we approach the final 2 minutes, and we'll see who's going to come up with the first goal.
Skied up for Andy, but Turinturo wins the race. The setup first, Killer. What does he have in the bag of tricks? Nothing. Delta able to make the stop. Now Beastabonium challenge on Taroko, and Delta plays away from Turinturo. Charlotte Phoenix breaks out of the zone, and now it's going to be Delta to kick it right back in, though he instead will have to bring this to the corner, opting to play a more controlled possession-style offense or defense, and it does not work out. Rogue just swarms Charlotte in the zone.
First Killer half flips backwards and then jumps off the sidewall. He had an exact idea of what shot he wanted to put on, and he doesn't fail to impress. First goal to Rogue.
That was just so bizarre. You would have thought that the Phoenix were going to be able to clear that ball quickly out of the zone. Instead, they played it so close to the vest, and they tried to play with time that Rogue did not give them. Here we are, 1-0. Delta stuck in his own corner now. He does have some boost, not nearly enough. It's never enough boost against Rogue. Delta's got plenty this time, perhaps. No, Turinturo still got to that ball and got to pass off. And Rogue keeps the attack alive. It is just suffocating offense. First killer to center. And Andy, he's trying to buy time, but no boost in the tank at all. And again, Rogue are just all over Charlotte.
And Charlotte now slowly battling back. They do get space in the midfield, but they haven't necessarily been able to turn that into anything. They're looking for a way now, but that clear looks dangerous. First killer redirect. It's off the post.
There's just no way. Like, I know he's good. He's not that good, is he? practically needed to be a cyborg to put that in. Turinturo leaving one for Turoko. Blocked away. Now first killer. Turinturo. Slot on the side. He's got it. And Rogue have put game one away.
Just like that. This man, Turin, a machine behind the ball, knows exactly where he wants to send it. Power behind that is the most impressive thing. And I think that just seals the deal for game one. Rogue up by 2, final 10 seconds. It was a strong start from Charlotte. They had all the offensive pressure, but when it came down to it, they just could not close out the shots. And Rogue struck hard, and they are going to take this game one.
It was not the cleanest that either team has looked, even in this tournament. Really not the cleanest either team has looked today. But it's good enough as Rogue takes game one. And if this continues, we may see a repeat of that XSET series where Rogue just keeps pulling further and further and further away, cementing their spot in Championship Sunday, and probably just going as the #1 seed for the major. I mean, you look at how they've performed throughout the spring split. Nobody's been that good.
Yeah, Rogue, too. You know, a lot of questions surrounding this roster. Questions on rosters, questions on individual performances, questions on if they, as a team, could keep up the success once they started. I think they're looking to shut down all those haters. This game continues on. Rogue don't look like the team we saw in day 1 or day 0. All speed, all action from them. The Charlotte Phoenix down 1-0 in the set. They're going to have to really work if they want to stop this Rogue team.
Some of their shots, too, it's almost like they lull you into a false sense of security, right? I mean, you know, sometimes you see kind of slow-ish play like this out of Turinturo. You know it's not actually going to get through because this is professional Rocket League, but it's just that kind of token pressure, and then all of a sudden, you just see first killer go up to the ceiling. It's a ceiling pitch, and it finds its way in. Like, the way Rogue changes speeds on all of their attacks like that, almost getting past Beastabonium and into the net. That is how Rogue beats you time and time again. They've always got you guessing and guessing wrong more often than not.
Yeah, they don't play on the same speed at all. First killer obviously is the fastest one on the pitch, but that doesn't mean Turoko and Turinturo need to be. They just have to react off of what he does, and that's what they do so efficiently. To where, okay, we know first killer is going to be everywhere. Let's just play our game on top of it. It's a mix that comes out just so well for this team. That's why they're so successful as Turin has to reach to save that shot from Delta.
Beastabonium to the backboard. There'll be no immediate follow-up. Turoko in a weird awkward spot there, and this is still pinched downfield. So no matter what Turoko was doing there, and we'll never know, Rogue still manages to get downfield. Big demolition on Beastabonium, leaves Delta all by himself. Turoko tried to drop down, and Turinturo. That was pretty ambitious, but that tells you what kind of confidence Rogue is playing with. Remember, they don't even need to get into the top 8. They're in the major. You know, it's nice to have the money. It's nice to go top seed in the major if they can get there. But they're playing with house money right now. First killer can't get the double. Turinturo goes behind Beastabonium, but that's where Delta was camped.
And now Andy wants to look to play that out. First killer. Push that one up to Turin, but he can't get a 50 on Delta. It just slides off his car like butter. Delta trying to harass Turoko, but patient is Turoko as he gets past one. Andy turns to pulls a shot up. Turin with the save. More pressure from Charlotte as Delta wants to hit that off the corner too. Every time he goes back in the midfield, it goes back to someone who's in Charlotte. This is how they've been able to keep the pressure on Rogue, but the shots need to be better.
Turoko, again, just that token lob towards the net. Second or third chance opportunity, not forthcoming. Charlotte Phoenix fend them off yet again. Beastabonium all the way across for Delta, and Turoko just shading that way anyways. That pops over Beastabonium, and it's Andy that has to pick up the scraps. Turinturo couldn't force it through Delta. That's a clever touch to get around first killer. Here's a chance for the Phoenix. Andy can't force it all the way through and on target. And now Rogue will have their look. You do not want the pace to pick up too much because it absolutely favors Rogue. That's a great pass that I'm pretty sure only Turinturo knew he was making.
Yeah, and you saw Taroko even a little lost there. First killer will play upfield. He's looking for demos as this one rolls across. They're trying to find a hole in Charlotte's defense. If anything, they're trying to force one. As this one straight down to Beastabonium, cleared out. Taroko plays it high, but there's Delta. He won't be able to get it past first killer. Now ball in the midfield. Dangerous spot. Turret off the ceiling, and it's in! Rogue pick up their first goal!
Turinturo, a little teardrop off the ceiling and in. Beastabonium did all he could, but that is an awkward read sometimes. You just don't know where it's going off the hood.
Yeah.
And that is a bad, bad beat for the Charlotte Phoenix, who now have to scramble in the final minute. Taroko, slow play. And that just allows Turinturo to come back up. Charlotte Phoenix, they can take the ball off a Rogue player all they want, but they need to follow that up. They're not getting enough bodies downfield to be a threat. Look at how far up Turinturo was as third man there.
Oh, Beast. They need to be successful here, and it is! Beastabonium solo play to tie.
Rogue, I think, got a little cocky here. They weren't taking Charlotte as seriously, and Beastabonium calls his own number. Unassisted goal. It's the first goal of the series for Charlotte, and a big one that sends us spiraling towards overtime if we can get there through the next 30 seconds. Maybe Charlotte's got other plans. Beastabonium again, no. Andy trying to pop behind the defense, and Taroko clears off the back wall. It's only Beastabonium at the back. First killer punishes them.
Look at this. First killer had an initial shot. It's a breakaway. He's trying to beat Beastabonium, so he rushes it. He says, I'm not putting my foot off the gas. Solid follow-up, even though it's off the crossbar. Rogue with the lead. 19 seconds left.
And after all that, I mean, it took 9.5 minutes for Charlotte to get anything through the Rogue defense. Now they got to do it again in less than 20 seconds, and they won't. First killer is abusing Beastabonium.
Jason, the pop up into the bump. All you need from a superstar player, a superstar play for Rogue, and it's going to seal the deal in this game. 2-goal lead with 10 seconds left. Charlotte Phoenix put up a fight, but all they really did was kick the hornet's nest.
Rogue is very angry. You would not like them when they're angry. 3-1, the score in game 2. 2-0, the lead in the series. And now Charlotte Phoenix have to find an answer where they have found none so far. I mean, it has been a real struggle. You see just 3 shots. You don't see it. We can tell you. 3 shots on target for Charlotte in that game. We talk about, hey, this was so much better for Charlotte offensively because they scored a goal. But, you know, you also have to get more opportunities. One is not enough. And Rogue ultimately comes out on top again.
Yeah, you would think that after the Beastabonium goal, Charlotte Phoenix would have been more ready to say, okay, now we can push on offense. We finally got one that was successful. But when you have Rogue respond the way they do, it just takes the wind out of you. Now Charlotte Phoenix back against the wall. A little different on the DFH Stadium. We're on DFH day, but hey, it doesn't matter to Delta. Flip reset goal to kick this off.
Oh, a little daylight for the Charlotte Phoenix. Delta, all by his lonesome, just threads the needle. 2 unassisted goals for the Phoenix, and of course Charlotte's got to be wondering, oh, well, great, where was that 20 seconds ago? Hey, they'll take it to start game 3. It's a long road back, but it begins with baby steps. But Turinturo quickly back the other way. Beastabonium sweeps away. Taroko to center. No, sir. Andy, big clear. First killer ranging back. So is Turo. Beastabonium couldn't put it on target.
Oh, Andy looking for the top left. The first killer there to make the save. Now that Charlotte have gotten a goal on the board and they start this one off with the lead, they have some control, but they just need to make sure they don't end up making a mistake. Rogue are going to be sitting here waiting, creeping, and looking for that one defensive mistake, but when Andy's shooting like that, oh, they got much more work to do. A great second goal.
Oh, this is great. I mean, first killer's coming across, but he can't cover that much ground. Turantura, the shot goes behind him. That is brilliantly placed. I don't think he could do it again if he tried, but they'll take it. 2-0 to Charlotte Phoenix. Oh, this is a great pass to first killer, who misses. Oh, he missed wildly and then threw off the follow-up effort. It might be 3-0 in a moment, but first killer does get all the way back. Charlotte could see the physical play brewing, but it was not to be, so it only remains 2-0. Now first killer looking for a do-over, not getting one though. Beastabonium, who, I mean, first killer's had his number through the first couple games of this series. Beastabonium's been better in game 3.
And you can tell some of these approaches we're seeing from Charlotte really testing Rogue. And there's some bumps on the play as well. Andy's looking for the drop. Turin will knock it over to the side. Things have been a little bit more methodical for Charlotte. They finally have a source of comfortability, but for how long? As that one goes into midfield, Soroka wants to keep it in, but Delta will at least buy the team some time. Andy was looking for the top left. Beats the bony and follow-up blocked out. Delta gets first killer. Charlotte Phoenix are not playing around in game 3.
What a brilliant counterattack after kind of a questionable touch by Chirocco at midfield. I think he was desperately trying to keep the attack alive, but handed it right back. And Charlotte just kept pounding and pounding and pounding the back wall until they finally broke through. And this is the breakout game that Charlotte Phoenix needed.
Now we may end up seeing a game 4. The only problem here, Stacks, is 3 minutes on the clock.
Yeah,
that's enough
a lot
time.
of time.
It's more than enough for Rogue. Charlotte has to keep up the pressure.
Chirocco just rolling one out there and still got the ball into the mid, but Delta has the clear. Andy at his normal pace downfield. Delta now out of the corner. Beastabonium's way up. And he expected that pass to actually be on target. It wasn't. So it remains 3. Still pretty good against Rogue. They're not out of it. Here goes Turturo again, taken away by Delta. And again, Rogue frustrated defensively by the Charlotte Phoenix. Again, they absolutely needed this game because the first couple were, I mean, at times abysmal. But it's almost like as soon as the clouds cleared away, new life for the Phoenix.
Yeah, they are excelling here. And another minute ticks down and a lot less time for Rogue, but still in the realm of possibility. Look at that challenge from Delta, though. You can see Charlotte, they don't want to give this one up.
Good pass to first killer. Big shot on. Beastabonium makes the save that time. Again, Beast has been great against first killer in game 3. I think he took game 2 as a personal insult. And you can see how it's translated for the Phoenix. When Beastabonium's on, man, are they a different squad. Turanturo's not going to be able to hit first killer or the net or anything that's productive offensively. And Charlotte continues to press their advantage.
Oh, good pop from Andy. Trying to get that through, and actually did end up beating out Turin. Charlotte again with the lead, up by 3. This one goes downfield, and maybe a chance for Rogue to pick up 1. No, that's a great cut for Beastabonium. Final minute of gameplay here on DFH Day. And in a stunning turnaround, Charlotte Phoenix, they pick up pace. And they look like they're going to take this game. They've been matching Rogue all game long.
3-0 for the Charlotte Phoenix in game 3, the game they had to win. All right, this is clinical right now. Rogue looked dazed and confused. Delta sent away by first killer. More pressure for the Phoenix. As Rogue have looked, just lost.
I think it's really those challenges, the challenges out of Charlotte, the 50s. Look at it, even Taroko. He has all the time, the momentum there. He played it high, and it still pinches over to Rogue's in. They don't really know where this ball is going every time it gets challenged. I mean, look at this, though. Hey, they'll take it. What a goal from first.
He's always going to get his, isn't he? Just, they could be shut out for 5 minutes. First killer's still going to score a 0-second goal, even if it's a blowout. Like, it's just uncanny. They try to fake kickoff-ish. They tried to win that ball back. That didn't work out. Final seconds will tick away. Rogue got a little clever, didn't pay off, and Charlotte Phoenix are going to stay alive. We go to Utopia. Who knows if it'll be day or night, but we're going there for game 4.
And it's going to be an interesting game 4. We saw Charlotte come out and really take it to Rogue, but their backs are against the wall, and we really are going to know how much does Charlotte Phoenix have when they are put to the test. Can they pull up another 3-0 goal performance for most of a game? We'll find out very soon. Players are joining the lobby. Game 4 will be on your screen as Charlotte Phoenix look like they want to pull off a reverse sweep. We'll see what Rogue has to say about it.
Turnturo left and came back. You would assume for a car chance. I don't think it's any different. Still Octane, yeah? So, all right. Maybe change to Cristianos. Who knows?
Usually it's a decal change. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, it is a little decal change. Let's see if it works. You know, that placebo effect. I don't know why that word escaped me. Former rival series team. Now first killer. Downfield for Turinturo. And, well, decal didn't help him put a shot on target, that's for sure. Beastabonium full tank of boost, circling around behind first killer. Trying to play physical way downfield against Rogue. Problem is the ball's back on his defensive end, and Taroko avoided contact and got the goal.
There is one person you never want to give a free shot to, and that's Taroko. Look at that immediate top right corner as if it's an everyday thing. Rogue start game 4 off with the first goal.
That was so weird. Beastabonium, he was banking on that ball being cleared downfield. He had his sights set on Taroko, and once Taroko shook him away, there was no chance. Nobody could defend. Andy going for the upper side, but it's above the bar. Saved anyways. Now Beastabonium trying to make good on it. Got one in front. Andy's there, but so is first killer.
Charlotte is in a tough spot. Rogue have set the tone with the first goal. They need to respond. Andy can't wrap around it. Delta last back here and needs to come up big to stop first. He does. And Taroko will play time for the teams to reset. This is not the start that Charlotte wanted. Again, they had all the momentum going in, but now they got to play from behind, and they're not as successful when they do that.
First killer. Tough recovery on the side, but he made it work. Got Turinturo waiting in front. He's up just a little ahead of Delta, but Delta in position for the stop. Beastabonium has first killer looking for a demo, and then he makes the stop from underneath. No, it is saved by the entire defense of Rogue. Now watch first killer quickly the other way. Flip, reset, and he forces to the corner. That's by design as Rogue try to outfox the Charlotte Phoenix. What a stand by the Rogue defense.
Exactly. I mean, I think that was Turret coming up. First killer went for a touch. Got a piece of Taroko on that one, too. Looked like the ball was going towards net, but meanwhile, Taroko, he gets it. Turret follows it up. And it's a 2-goal lead for Rogue.
Well. This is the Rogue we thought we were going to see in game 3. It was delayed by a game. They're out big on the Charlotte Phoenix. Good news for version 1 fans who are clinging to their hopes of still getting maybe a shot at a tiebreaker for the major. But now Andy up top, big pass for Beastabonium, blocked by first killer.
Oh man, Delta had to make a touch. Good reach from Beastabonium to beat out first killer. Andy across. Delta will play this towards mid. Andy, will he get there in time? No. He did take out Turinturo, but not before Turinturo cleared the ball. Back to Taroko. High one, and Delta is there. Both teams starting to settle down. That being said, Charlotte needs to speed up as clock is ticking. They're down by 2.
Taroko going after Delta on his way back. Now he'll sit in the net and have to come out, avoid Delta again. And now it's Beastabonium to force this ball off to the corner. First killer still centered, but nobody there. So Charlotte Phoenix have a brief reprieve. They don't waste any time getting downfield. That clipped the corner, and nobody felt strong enough to challenge, as now it's first killer again against Beastabonium. It's been a fun battle to watch throughout this series. Demolition from first, and he's looking after Beastabonium. Didn't get him, but Turinturo got there ahead of Beast.
And he gets in time, but that demo's going to slow down Charlotte's offense. Delta knocks us to midfield, and who's there? It's no one except Taroko. And Rogue are totally comfortable doing this, playing this ball, keeping it on the orange half, and running out the clock.
Taroko through the air, bar down and in, and that may be the dagger.
You don't see Taroko do plays like this. Kept the ball slow, used the last of his boost to push it past Beastabonium, off the bar and in. And with Taroko scoring a goal like that, this game has gotten away from Charlotte Phoenix 3-0 as we are approaching the final minute.
Turinturo to center, first killer looking for his, and he's got it.
This is
the customary first killer goal.
Boom. Impossible angle, not for this guy. Solid redirect in. He just keeps on performing. Rogue 4-0, Charlotte Phoenix. Oh man, no one even has 100 points on that team.
No way. Oh my lord, you're not wrong. Now they do. Beastabonium, because he made an epic save, has well over 100. That's it. That's the only reason. Not many numbers on that side other than a lot of zeros. Another save by Beastabonium, as Delta will at least get one towards the target. Center, nothing. Andy's just not there, and reality has set in for the Charlotte Phoenix. They battled and battled and battled against Rogue, but they have come to the realization that everybody else has. This spring split in North America, the path to the championship runs through Rogue. They are the cream of the crop. They're the measuring stick for everybody else in this split, and they will go on to Championship Sunday once again.
Can't count them out. This is a roster that shows up. And as shaky as they look sometimes when their backs are against the wall and when things matter, Rogue shows you why they matter. Big win as they move forward.
A lot of teams in North America have had to ask